Listen to podcasts, including Spotify, Apple, and Google Podcasts. And we're always streaming on TuneIn and the Civic Media app.
Lean Local with Jim Schmidt.
We're talking with the outgoing president of the Green Bay Area Chamber of Commerce, Lori Radke. The past, the present,
Broadcasting live from the Civic Media Studios in Green Bay, this is Nite Lite with Pete Schwaba, your inside source on everything entertainment from Wisconsin to Hollywood.
Whatever gets you through the night, it's all right.
And now, a guy who considers a silver medal a participation award, Pete Schwaba.
Welcome to Nite Lite, ladies and gentlemen. The Friday night version of the show. I almost morphed into an Italian accent there, Conrad.
Well, let's hear it.
A Friday night, a version of a Nite Lite.
Please don't do that again.
That was spot on. Come on, man. Welcome, folks. I am Pete Schwaba. This is Nite Lite. We are hoping to take you into your weekend tonight with 2 hours of all-out, unabashed, unedited fun. Well, partially edited. Lots of stuff going on tonight. I did it again. Lots of stuff onto the show tonight.
What's up with you today? Did you have an Italian meal or something? Have a lot of pasta?
You know what I think it is? I think I had, like you said, we were talking about earlier, I had too much caffeine, and it's too damn hot out. I'm just grouchy. I don't know what it is, but I...
Do you have warm coffee on a hot day?
I do.
That's your problem.
I like hot... Well, I don't know if you need to escalate it like that. Yeah, I do. I don't know. I like hot coffee. I'll drink a cold coffee, but I prefer the hot.
Well, mine has to be like ice cold.
On a hot day, but what's your temperature cutoff? I mean, are we talking 60 here, 80, or what?
All right, so I'm the opposite way probably. I'll drink cold coffee in the winter.
Even in the winter? Wow.
Yeah.
I think the whole point of coffee is to kind of warm your soul a little bit in the morning.
I think it's for the caffeine.
Yeah, but you could do that. You could take a pill for that.
Well, it's not as fun.
Or a Red Bull.
Well, it doesn't taste as... Oh, Red Bull is, You remember how you tried Red Bull that
in
one time?
coffee.
And you're like, a little too sweet for me,
I
I
don't
think.
like it. I don't. You drink some water and go to bed. Get some rest and hydrate. There's no point. There's no reason for anyone to drink Red Bull.
Yeah. In college, I drank a lot of Red Bull.
Really?
Well, honestly, Red Bull trucks would come like every week. Or not trucks, the little cars that have the Red Bull thing
I
in the
remember
back.
those, yeah.
And then they'd be like, "You want a Red Bull?
First one's free."
And I'm on my way to class. I'm like, "Yes, I will take one, please."
And they're free, and that's how they hook you. It's like a drug dealer. I mean, I'm just saying.
Red Bull drug deal.
That's how I got in, that's how I developed a crack habit. So, on the way to class, hey, what do you got there? Fun show tonight, folks. We're going to talk a little golf, a little kids golf, a great program that is happening right here in Northeast Wisconsin. It's a national organization, but we have a chapter here in NEWI called First Tee. John Sabo will be here at 6:35. He is the executive director of the Northeast Wisconsin branch of First Tee. So we'll talk to John. They do some really great things for youth, the youth of America. Won't anybody think of the children? Well, First Tee is. And John will be here at 6:35. And then it is a bar band Friday night, 7:35 tonight, folks. You know the time, you know the place, and you know the guest, Terry BARR, co-host of Max Inc. Radio on WMDX, which you can also hear on the podcast at civicmedia.us. She will be here. She's our Wisconsin music expert, and she's featuring, well, tonight we have an artist from Madison she's going to bring us, and one from Northeast Wisconsin here, who we've met.
The show.
They're great.
On the show.
Maybe not even a month ago.
They did a live performance. 2
They
live
rocked it. Yeah, it was awesome.
It was great.
Love these guys. So it'll be fun to talk about them again with Terry. I'm anxious to get Terry's take on them, too, because, Terry brings us so much music over the last 2 years. I think we might have, and a couple times we introduced her to someone. So that sounds kind of fun. It might be the case with Horace Green.
Yes. Yeah. As soon as they were done, I texted her. I was like, these guys are
hear
awesome.
These guys, yeah.
Yeah, and, they have such a unique sound. That's why I really like them.
Oh, totally. They're like mixing different, it's got some funk, it's got some psychedelics, some rock, some indie roots. It's just great stuff. And her second artist tonight, Shikari Desher. I don't want to say too much. We'll let Terry get into all that. But they're both great. So stick around for Bar Band Friday night, folks, at 7:35. And I want to get this out of the way because I thought this was a cool thing. We have a friend who is next door at Rise and Grind Coffee, Jocelyn. She brings us free coffee once in a while, you know. And I'm happy to pay for it because she makes outstanding coffee. I make it sound like she's bringing us free because she's given me like 2 free coffees. To be honest, she hasn't.
She hasn't given me one. So.
She could step it up a little bit. We like them a lot. They have great gelato, great coffee, and her family is having a kind of a fundraiser this weekend. But anybody is welcome. It's October 4th. That's tomorrow at 1264 Braden Lane in De Pere, Wisconsin, 54115. Look it up on your on the Apple Maps, the Google Maps, or your Atlas, or your Thomas Guide.
Wow. It
starts at 12 p.m. until the food is finished. And this poster I'm looking at is outstanding. And they're trying to raise money for a family member who needs a lot of money. They don't have health insurance, and she's got Lyme disease. So I told Jocelyn I would put this out there. And if you want to go and have some food, it goes to a good cause, and it just looks outstanding. If I lived in Green Bay, I would go to this. I'm not saying it's not worth the hour drive to come back from Maryland, but on a Saturday, like if it was right after the show, I'd be over there mowing these tacos because this poster looks amazing. If I send this to you, Con, can you put it up on the screen?
Yes, I can.
Let's do that. Jocelyn's worth it, even though she brings me free coffee and not you.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right.
No, she
gives me free water whenever I go over there. So
no, they're awesome. She and Abdi, her husband, it's a great business. Rise and Grind, check it out. But there's the poster, Con. I just shared it. And if you're around in De Pere tomorrow at noon, great food and really nice people, and it's for a great cause. So check it out if you're so inclined. I got this thing here. I got to move this from the stream. There you go. There it is. There's a poster. If you're watching on the stream, you can check it out. That food looks amazing.
Yeah, that looks tasty.
See, now, if I'm you, a young single guy with an appetite, Con, huh? Go get yourself a couple tostadas.
Yeah. Sounds pretty good.
I've heard there are going to be a lot of single people there. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to I'm not that guy. I'm just saying. My wife went through that phase when we were like in our 20s. She's trying to set everybody up. I'm like, you got to tone it down a little. Sometimes people don't want that. I had a thing. I was sitting on my porch today, kind of prepping the show, and I realized something about myself. I think I would rather be attacked by a mountain lion than have just some little thing that flies land on me.
Okay.
That could do no damage even if it tried. I don't know what happens to me. I call it bug spazzing. Something lands on you, and I literally freak out.
But what if a mountain lion lands on you?
At least I see it coming.
You're done.
No, I do the thing where I stick my forearm way down its throat so it can't bite me.
You know, that could mow your arm off right there.
It could, but it's easy for me to say that because there are very few mountain lions in Marinette, Wisconsin. I see
never
like
know.
One a month. Tops.
You never know.
Exactly. So I gotta calm down because it's not really. It's like it can't even hurt you or anything.
No.
It's just like it was like a fly or some type of horse fly or something.
You know, the one. Okay, when it's like this type of weather, and it's those like swarm of like little tiny bugs,
like the gnats or the mayflies,
and you accidentally like walk into it, and all of a sudden they're just all over you.
It's horrible.
That's terrible.
You know what I did about a week and a half ago? I walked toward my sliding doors to get out to the porch, and I walked through a web, but it was all sticky.
Oh.
And a friend of mine said that's when they just literally spun the web.
So you just destroyed the home.
I did, and I didn't think about it. And then later, I think it was the next night, I look up and there's a spider web, huge spider inside my house.
Oh.
And I still couldn't. I just wrapped it up and put it outside. I'm sure it's already moved back in.
You know, I have one when I lived in Milwaukee that would be on my car mirror, like the left.
Oh
mirror.
yeah.
And it just every morning I'd go out there and there'd be a new fresh
What is the
web.
deal? Why do they do? I know that happens to my mirror too.
I think you can get under, get behind that mirror.
Yeah.
And then they like kind of burrow in there.
Creepy.
Yeah, but every morning I'd be like, all right, well, I'm going to wreck your home today.
You're a home wrecker. Hey, let's get to our Nite Lite question of the night. We got a good one. Here it is.
Let's talk about the question.
Okay, question.
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 Pregunta.
Question.
Question.
Hey, I have a question. Questions?
This question.
Domanda. Question.
Question.
Questions?
What celebrity do people tell you you look like? Or what celebrity do you wish you looked like? What celebrity do people tell you look like, and what celebrity do you want to look like? 855-752-4842, 855-75-CIVIC. You can also text us on the app. We love getting texts on the app, and you can also drop us a stream comment at YouTube, Facebook, or X, or Twitter, or whatever, or Friendster. Drop us a stream comment. We will read it on the radio, and let's have some fun with this. I'll go first, and I said this on social media, too. When I'm in shape, I hear Sean Penn a lot. When I'm not in shape, I hear Chris Penn, his fat brother.
Oh, no.
So, it's terrible, but it's like, yeah, I'm one of those people when I put on weight, I look like a different guy. It's not even like, you wouldn't look at me and go, is that Pete? But with a few extra pounds, you go, who is that? You know, some guys get like, they get a little paunch, but their face looks the same. Nope, not me. I go full Chris Penn.
I have a picture on of Chris Penn.
Put it up.
Pulled up.
Do it.
I have it.
Great actor.
I'm just looking at you and going back and forth.
And I'm not Chris Penn Footloose. This is Chris Penn like, was he in Reservoir Dogs?
I didn't even know Sean Penn had a brother.
Oh, he died in like 2006. And there. Did you have to find the fattest picture of him? Like he's a better looking guy than that. Yeah, but that's honestly, and I've heard when I was younger, I used to hear Michael Douglas a lot. I'd hear Don Henley, and none of them I minded. You know, Michael Douglas, a handsome enough guy. But I was on, they call it the incline in Pittsburgh. You go up the hill, and it's like what the miners used to ride. So I'd go up the hill to the condo. I was probably 26. And there were these two girls that were like, you're Michael Douglas. Are you Michael Douglas? Why are you in Pittsburgh, Michael Douglas? I go, Michael Douglas is like 60. I might look like his younger brother, but honestly, do the math here. Terrible. See, there's a lot of nice pictures of Christopher Penn you could have picked, Conrad. That was really mean. What did you say?
I said Ryan Gosling.
Oh, I can see that. I couldn't even joke about it. My God.
I said Ryan Gosling, you know, but, the celebrity I wish I looked like, The Rock. But right now he looks more like the Pebble, so.
Yeah. You'd rather look like The Rock than Ryan Gosling?
Yeah.
You could pass for Ryan Gosling right after he was born. You look like baby Ryan Gosling. Those are both good-looking guys.
I did have someone say something really, really mean to me once, and it hurt my feelings. It was someone I've never met. They just texted me, on one of the dating apps a while ago. And it said, hey, you look like someone. I said, okay, who's that? And they said, Josh Gad. And I said, please never text me again.
You know what you should have said? Let me ask you this. Can Josh Gad bench 250? You got to think, own it, man, and go back at him.
Josh Gad he's pretty funny, but.
Oh, yeah, very talented guy.
I said, all right, it's time to get in shape.
Sometimes you need that wake-up call. The worst I ever heard was Bob Green, who was a columnist for the Tribune, and he looked like Chris Penn's cousin. But that's all right. You're right. That you use that as motivation to get in shape. So that's our question of the night, folks. Have fun with it. What celebrity do people tell you look like? What celebrity do you want to look like? Let us know. We will read your text on the radio. When we come back, I'm going to tell you something about Peaky Blinders, and we'll talk some Cubs or Brewers. It's Pete Schwaba and Nite Lite on the Civic Media Radio Network.
Love, you feel joy, you feel pain, 'cause nothing will be the same. Just another night is all that it takes to understand the difference between lovers and fake. So baby, I talk to you.
97.9 WGBW and WGBW.FM.
Appleton Cigar Company on College Avenue has been serving the community for over 25 years. If you are a cigar aficionado looking for a one-of-a-kind experience, you need to check out Appleton Cigar, which boasts the largest selection of cigars north of Milwaukee with over 706 cigars to choose from in a walk-in humidor. The Cigar Lounge offers an impressive variety of spirits and cocktails that pair perfectly with a premium cigar. For the full experience, come to Appleton Cigar at 415 College Ave, Monday through Saturday, 11:30 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. For more information, go to appletoncigar.com.
Hey, Green Bay and Northeastern Wisconsin, this is Kristen Ambos from Point Mortgage. Starting every Sunday in October at 10 a.m., you can find me here at 97.9 FM, 1590 AM, WGBW, Always on Point podcast, where we're joining forces with WGBW to discuss all things mortgage, real estate, along with market updates. You can find us on the Civic Media app, as well as all podcast platforms. If you have questions, we have answers. Text them to 920-606-1156.
With locations in Appleton and Oshkosh, Insight Eye Care has been serving the Fox Valley since 1972, offering comprehensive eye care services. Their doctors also share a special interest in treating chronic dry eye disease, providing specialty contact lenses, and expert pediatric eye care. Find Insight Eye Care on North Sawyer Street in Oshkosh and Chain Drive in Appleton. Improving lives by improving sight with quality eye care for everyone in your family. Insight Eye Care. Visit WIinsight.com to schedule your eye exam today.
You want to feel important. You want to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things. You want to feel like you belong. We know. We felt that way too. And that's why we did something about it. We aren't just Army National Guard soldiers. We are normal people just like you. And together, we can make a difference. Take on your legacy. Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Sponsored by the Wisconsin Army National Guard. Aired by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association and this station.
Small businesses are the heart of America. As the nation's largest nonprofit resource of expert business mentoring, SCORE has helped millions of entrepreneurs build their businesses for free. Find a mentor today.
Welcome back. I'm Pete Schwaba. This is Nite Lite. We're going to talk about golf and a great kids program regarding golf at 6:35 with my first guest, John Sabo. That's coming up. He is part of a group, the executive director, I believe, of this area's chapter called First Tee. John will be here in studio. That will be fun. Our question of the night is, what celebrity do people tell you you look like? What celebrity do you want to look like? And, you know, this is your blank canvas, folks, so make yourself pretty if you want, or outrageous, or whatever you think. Let us know what you think about that. Elon Musk is trying to cancel Netflix, apparently. He has 227 million Twitter X followers.
I saw that post today. I re-downloaded Twitter today.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because my friend told me, he messaged me on there, and he's like, super fun. You got to download it again. Wasn't that good. Not gonna.
Now you're back on Twitter.
Now I'm just here.
I don't know. I just turn it off. Don't watch it. He even has it. He said they're like trying to indoctrinate kids through their programming. I mean, there's got to be a billion shows on Netflix.
Yeah.
If there's 1,000 of them that have a gay theme, or honestly.
You could say that about any streaming platform right now. I don't.
And do they not have the right to make those shows? Should those people not be represented in anything? It's ridiculous. And he has a trans daughter, and most of his kids, by what I've heard, don't even know him.
I think after you name your kid like XYZ452, I think you lose all rights.
He's right up there with Nick Cannon. They probably get together and have tea and talk about kid names.
Nick Cannon has made better names than Elon Musk. I'll say that.
Well, they're definitely. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Elon's kids' names are out there. Are you a Peaky Blinders fan?
I am not. I actually have never seen it.
I have to be. I liked the first season, and I just never went back to it, but I think I am going to start watching it again. I kind of need a new show, and I think I might check that out. And there's a movie coming out, and then 2 more seasons of a prequel or sequel, and there's like 5 seasons of it I haven't watched, and it's in the conversation as one of the best shows. So I didn't feel that way about it when I watched it. I liked it, but I don't know. All right. Go ahead.
I was going to say, remember when we did that question where it was mediocre shows or sitcoms, you know?
Yeah.
One of them that came up was Two Broke Girls. I was like,
oh, yeah.
Never seen it. So it's on the Roku. So I was like, I'll watch an episode. I understand completely after
Was it really bad?
It is so bad. The acting in it is terrible. Like, they try to make a joke, and then it stops for a second. Like, almost like they're looking at the camera, like,
oh, no.
It's so bad.
It looked bad. And there was that other show that came out, and then Don't Trust the Bee in Apartment 23 or something like that. Then there was another WB show called Zoe, Duncan, Jack, and Jane or something. There were all those, like, there's a whole bunch of, like, kind of mediocre sitcoms in the 90s. And most of them didn't last long. And a lot of them, they needed content. Like on networks like the WB or UPN at the time, they needed content. But they put out some very mediocre shows. All right, Con, let's, when I left here last night, I don't know if the Cubs were about to win or had just won, but I know the Cubs pitcher beamed 2 guys.
Yeah.
Craig Counsell left. After you bean one guy in the 9th, you get him out. I don't think the guy's not up for it. Get him out of there. Counsell kept him in. I think it was the same guy being 2 guys.
Yeah.
And then he yanked him finally, and the Cubs held on to win. But you said you were nervous. Are you really? I mean, I know the Cubs won the season series, but it was like by a game. And I feel like the Brewers came on strong. And I'm saying this as a Cub fan. The Brewers came on strong. They were the best team in baseball the last half of the season.
Well, yeah. Yeah, you know, it's a rivalry. So, you know, they're both going to be coming in just wanting to beat the other team super, super bad. It
is kind of sweet that we have well, you'll watch football anyway, but like the Bears or the Packers aren't playing.
Yeah,
but instead, we get the Cubs and the Brewers, and it's going to be a gorgeous weekend. Like, bring on the bye this weekend, as far as I'm concerned, because you got playoff baseball and you got a beautiful weekend. But folks, if you want to chime in and tell us who you think is going to win the series, my guess is it will lean Brewers, but give us a prediction. You could do that as well. 855-752-4842. Phone lines are open. You can also text us on the app or drop us a stream comment. Let us know who you think is going to win this Highway 94 series. Is that what they're calling it?
Yeah.
The I-94 series.
I said whoever wins is like whatever state wins, the state that lost can't go
to the other states.
Can't go to the I-94.
Can't use I-94. You have to take 41 the whole way.
It's that's what we're battling for.
Let's get to some of your texts. Our question, once again, is what celebrity do people tell you look like? Or what celebrity do you want to look like? Edward from the 414 says, Eddie Mercury. I don't think so. Huge fan, though. He's got a really unique look. You know what's funny? What's his name? Rami Manuel. You know who I'm talking about. Malek. Played Freddie Mercury in the movie about Queen or about Freddie Mercury. I don't remember what it was called, and he put in like fake teeth. And I don't even think he needed them. Like Rami Malek he has a look that's like that anyway. I thought that was too much, but he looks like Freddie Mercury. That's a good look, Edward. You could do a lot worse than Freddie Mercury. Well done. John from Columbia County says Kevin Mazie. Who's that, Con?
That I'm gonna have to.
You gotta go to the Google for that one, buddy. Stand by, John. We'll get confirmation. I want to know what John looks like. So, if we can find Kevin Mazie, he's an athlete, isn't he?
I honestly can't find. Is he a trumpet player?
I put Matsy.
He looks
Kevin Mazie. He looks like a maestro.
Yeah, maestro.
That's very distinguished.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll take that. Very high class, John from Columbia County. Thank you, buddy. Tyler from Wisconsin Rapids. He's in the 608. He says, the unknown comic from the Gong Show. That was the guy that wore the bag over his head. Tyler says he's the spitting image. All right. Let us know. Keep those texts coming, folks. You could let us know who you think is going to win the Cubs-Brewers series. Have fun with it. We're going to be talking a little golf next. It's our last night for the Civic Media Go for the Green and Gold Text to Win contest, our multi-state contest. I'll give you the keyword after the news at the top of the hour and some more details, too, as we get closer to that. We are coming right back after the news and talking some golf. It's Pete Schwaba and Nite Lite on the Civic Media Radio Network.
Down on my street, and it feels like love got the radio on, and it's all over me.
From Denmark to De Pere, this is 97.9 WGBW.
From the 97.9 WGBW newsroom, I'm Connie Fellman with this local news update. A favorite family fun autumn activity is returning to downtown Green Bay this weekend. Fall Fest on Broadway is happening tomorrow. This celebration of all things fall features trunk or treating, live music, pumpkin painting, even a corn pit for the kids. Fall Fest brings the community together to enjoy the season and support local businesses. It looks like a beautiful day to spend out in Light Park. Fall Fest runs from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. tomorrow. And if you are out there in downtown Green Bay tomorrow, you'll probably be able to hear the drums and marching band music coming all the way from West High School. What would high school football be without the marching bands? You can hear the best of the best as marching bands from all 4 Green Bay high schools come together for the 12th annual Marching Band Showcase. This program features the marching band homecoming field shows from Green Bay's East and West high schools, Preble, and Southwest. Then they'll all come together for a combined number featuring more than 350 musicians. Gates open at 12:30 p.m. and the showcase starts at 1. Admission is free. Local nonprofits that want to be part of Give Big Green Bay's annual Day of Giving, now's your chance. Applications are now open to participate in the 9th annual event to support the work of local nonprofit organizations in our community. Organizers say they're looking for a diverse group of nonprofits serving Brown County. This is your chance to share your story, connect with new supporters, and help create community-wide impact. Apply now through October 31st at givebiggreenbay.org. With news at the top and the bottom of the hour all day and on demand anytime at WGBW.FM, I'm Connie Fellman, 97.9 WGBW News.
On your entertainment beat, I'm Pete Schwaba. The great part is you just won $1 million on Wheel of Fortune, making yourself the biggest winner ever. The tough part? You filmed the episode in May and had to keep it a secret from your boyfriend and family for 4 months. 34-year-old Christina Deravyanik of Connecticut had just started dating the boyfriend and managed to keep everything on the QT. She held a watch party in Stamford, and her boyfriend found out while watching in Boston. Deravyanik also says, like most people who win a lot of money, she is not quitting her job, at least not until the boss refuses her raise. If you're looking for a film to watch at home this weekend, check out Caught Stealing. The Darren Aronofsky-directed film is a good caper about an ex-baseball player who gets mixed up with gangsters thanks to his goofy neighbor. The film stars Zoe Kravitz and Austin Butler, and it's definitely worth a look. Caught Stealing is now available to stream at home on video on demand. Check it out. For more showbiz fun, tune in to Nite Lite with me, Pete Schwaba, weeknights from 6 to 8 p.m. on the Civic Media Radio Network.
I'm meteorologist Mace Michaels. Mostly clear tonight, a low in the low 60s. Sunny and hot for tomorrow, breezy too, and a high in the upper 80s. Mostly sunny Sunday, staying warm with highs in the low 80s and breezy. Slight rain chance Sunday night. Much cooler next week. We're sitting at 84 degrees right now.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
You are never far away from your favorite radio station. We're always streaming on TuneIn and the Civic Media app. And if you missed your favorite show or game, listen to a podcast of it anytime on the app or our website, civicmedia.us.
Teachers are diverse, skilled leaders, innovating to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Teaching shapes lives. Are you ready? Explore teaching at teach.org, supported by the U.S. Department of Education and 1 million teachers of color.
Jane Matnair and Greg Bach.
Coming up on the show.
right, welcome back. I'm Pete Schwaba. This is Nite Lite, a Friday night version, folks. It's the most fun night of the week, and it's great to have you here, although it is a long way till Monday. We'll have to count the days so we can get back on the air and talk about the things we love to talk about. But in the meantime, we still got a ways to go here tonight, and we've got two fun guests. It's a BARR Band Friday night. Terry BARR will be here at 7:30 with some great music tonight. She is outdone herself, and I know I say that every week, but I really mean it this week. She's never let us down. She's outstanding and fun to talk to. And right now, I'm very excited to welcome my next guest. This is the first time he's been on Nite Lite, and he is he's the executive director of the Northeast Wisconsin chapter of First Tee, Mr. John Sabo. Hey, buddy.
Hello. How's it going?
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
I saw you golfing out there on Washington Street tonight, and it's a tough course.
It's a tough course. It's the nice thing is if you can hit it straight, the ball goes for a mile. So it just keeps bouncing.
Right. I don't know if you know this. Conrad is an avid golfer.
That's true.
He went out yesterday.
I
It was
did.
freezing yesterday. It was like 65 out.
Actually, it was beautiful.
I say it was beautiful yesterday. Yeah.
Well, compared to today, it was a little chilly. But Conrad loves to golf. You're a big fan of golf. Let's get to know you a little bit first, John, here before we jump into First Tee. So, first of all, do people tell you look like a celebrity?
I've gotten I look like Elf for Will Ferrell from the movie.
Oh,
before the long beard, and the most recent one is I get Yukon Cornelius a lot.
Who is that? Yukon Cornelius.
From the old animation Christmas movies.
Yeah.
And the Island of Misfit Toys.
Awesome. That's a great
So I've
one.
dressed up as that for Christmas parties before with and got my buddies to dress up as Misfit Toys. So it's been
what a fun.
It's pretty fun.
That's outstanding. Well, our mutual friend Brad introduced us, and I know he's a golf fan, so I assume you are too, obviously. And you sound like you found a really great gig for someone who loves golf at First Tee. Tell us, first of all, a little bit about First Tee. What does First Tee do, and what is it?
So First Tee, what we do is we are part of a national or international organization, actually. So there are 3 chapters in the state of Wisconsin. We have one primarily here in the Green Bay area, one in the Milwaukee area, and then one in the Madison area. So what we do is we provide youth development through the game of golf. So we have a life skills curriculum that basically teaches kids how to handle life's challenges, all while teaching them a game they can play their entire life. So it's a pretty cool gig, like you said.
Yeah.
Because you get to be on a golf course most days, and you get to work with kids. So it's all about basically teaching, we call them our 5 key commitments, stuff like good judgment, collaborating with others. Basically, it's all about how do we create good human beings, all while teaching them something really cool where they don't necessarily understand it. Because they think they're just learning golf, but really they're learning things that they can take them through their entire life.
Yeah, that's really cool. And I like what you said about you could play it for the rest of your life. I remember some of the sports we played as kids. It's like you just stop when you're 18 or even sooner. And golf, tennis, some of these sports you can play and keep doing them and be active. That's what I love about golf. Like I wish I had played golf more when I was younger. It's a great game. So what does First Tee, is it a non-for-profit or how does that work?
Yeah, we're a non-for-profit. So what we do is we run classes throughout the year. So we're fortunate that a couple of years ago we opened a indoor facility out at Mid-Valley Golf Course, our Trinks Learning Center. So that allows us to offer the programming year-round. So what we do is our busiest time of the year is obviously during the summer. So right now we're just wrapping up classes.
Yeah.
But we offer, essentially how we structure our programming is we do month-long classes. It's typically twice a week for the month of, let's say, June or July. And then it's all priced affordably so that anyone can do it. So we never turn anyone down. We have scholarships available for those that can't afford it. We have equipment available for all kids that need equipment.
Nice.
And then as we kind of recycle through our equipment, we actually provide that equipment to kids at like $1 a club. So you can get a full set of clubs for like $10.
Wow.
And then we're really fortunate that we have donors that come in. I've got gallons of golf balls. So the kids can come in, get golf balls. You never have to worry about paying for golf balls, stuff like that. And then they get involved through school programs. So we have other schools that reach out to us. For instance, Bayview Middle School up in Howard Swamico just got done doing a month-long golf program with their PE classes. So we provide training for their PE teachers and then the equipment, and they can just kind of run with it. And then all those kids get exposed to the great game, which is pretty cool.
So how does it teach? What is it about golf that kids take away that they can use their whole life? To me, pardon me, playing golf, like I'm terrible under pressure. If there's a big putt, I know I'm going to miss it. I psych myself out. What is it, though? Is it just keeping your cool when you hit a bad shot? Is it being out in the sun? I mean, what values do you teach the kids through golf?
There's so many different things with the game of golf that you can relate to real life.
Okay.
So if you think about a round of golf, you're going to have great shots. You're going to have bad shots. You're going to go through the gamut of emotions. So the first thing it kind of teaches kids is how do we handle those emotions? How do we handle the high highs and the low lows? And how do we handle it when it can all happen within 15 minutes of each other?
Yeah, right.
So it's, teaching the kids that, okay, those great moments, how do we have them respectfully? Because we have our competitors with us. And how do we handle those moments when we're not playing well and we have to focus and reset ourselves so that we can not let it affect the rest of our round? So similar to in life, if we have a bad day, how do we reset, recognize it, and then figure out, okay, how do I change my mindset? How do I go, that happened? Now what do I do to move forward so that I can still have a great day?
And not let it derail your whole game.
Exactly.
Yeah, which is very similar to life. You make one small mistake, you lose your temper, and it snowballs. That's how golf can be.
Exactly. And with golf, it's a lot of etiquette as well. So there's no referees. It's all self-policing.
Yeah.
You call your own penalties, basically. So it's that etiquette, it's that honesty that you are taking with you then when, did I really do that?
Yeah.
Or did I, what we talk a lot about is respect. So that's part of our core curriculum and respecting the golf course, leaving it in a better condition than it was before. But then how do you take that into your classroom? How do you respect your siblings? How does that work with your parents? And it's pretty cool because at times, we typically talk about it during class, we integrate it, and then kids will come back and say, oh, Coach John, like my parents told me to do this and I did it right away. Is that a good example of respect? And it's like, yes, you're respecting your parents by not having them have to ask you 30 times to do something.
Right.
So it's those things that are, like I said, we seamlessly integrate them into the instructions so the kids are not fully, I would say, it's not thrown in their face like, oh, you have to learn this. It's really, let's go learn golf. And in the process, you're learning really cool things that are just awesome to do.
That's so great. My guest is John Sabo. He is the executive director of First Tee, the Northeast Wisconsin chapter. They do great things for kids, teaching them the game of golf and the game of life. Have you ever thrown a club?
Ooh, yes, I have.
In front of the kids.
Not in front of the kids. So, but again, great example. Okay, I've got to learn to control my emotions, learn how to do it. And we do it as a example of what not to do on a golf course.
Right.
It's a good teaching experience for the kids.
That's excellent. How old were you when you started playing golf?
I started playing golf probably around 3 years old, I think was the first time that I started playing. So it's been a few years. It's pretty much been part of my life the entire time. I've loved playing.
What's your like handicap? What do you?
So right now I'm at about a 4.5. So good enough to stay in trouble and be competitive, but also on any given day could have a really high number, which just makes the game even more humbling.
I don't know when it happened for me, but I played as a kid, and most of the time in northern Wisconsin, like golf courses that were not that great. They were kind of sandy and hard ground. And then I played at Chicago public courses where they have the mats and you put the tee in. And that's so I never have played. But a few years ago, I hadn't golfed in years. A friend of mine, and Brad McCarville, our mutual friend, was there. He and our other friend Tom were in one cart, and I was in another cart with another guy. There was four of us. And the guy I was with, I'm not going to name him, but was hammered. And he lined up a shot and hit the shot without, like, kind of clocking where the other guys were. John, I'm not kidding. The ball went between the bars of the cart and their faces. They almost died. And then we had a talking to him. But Brad might not be here. So I'm glad he made it through that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad too. Brad's one of our top coaches. We can't lose him.
Is he one of the coaches?
Yeah, he's one of our coaches. He actually volunteers every Tuesday night. throughout the summer, and then he also does it all the way through the winter as well. So he's our Tuesday night coach, and he is wonderful with the kids, and it's a blessing to have him. So it was great when he reached out and said, "Hey, John, I want to get involved." I'm like, "Oh, you are
Did you know him already?
I did.
Okay.
He went to high school with my mom.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. So
he's a pretty old guy.
Yeah.
But no, I could see. That's good to know because Brad used to have the reputation. They used to call him the Bob Knight of kids golf coaching. So I'm glad he worked his stuff out. And
he did. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We keep him under wraps. So
Conrad, is a 4.5 handicap good? What does that mean?
Yeah, that's
4.5 under the par?
That's above par, right?
It's above par. Yeah.
Okay. That's still good.
So it's mid-70s.
I don't listen, and I'm saying this because I'm curious because my wife and I are at the age where both of our kids are mostly out of the house. It's like she's like, "What are we gonna do?" I'm like, I don't know, golf. So she wants to take up golf now, and I'm not that good, and I mean she's probably better than me. But is it too late to learn?
Oh, it's never too late to learn. One of the best systems that I ever heard was playing with a guy, and it was awesome. It was me, my dad, him. And he's just like, we asked him like, "Oh, what'd you get? What'd you get?" He's like, I don't really go by score. I give myself more of a letter grade. So I'd say about a C- on that one. And it's just perfect. It's like, that's just awesome. It's like,
It's so funny because when I would golf like at my grandma's cottage up in Three Lakes, my dad has a big family and they're kind of big age ranges. And I had a couple uncles that used to golf barefoot. They used to have a beer in their hand. And it was, I mean, you're talking laid back, like the 1970s. Does anybody still golf like that? Like, it seems like the sport has evolved into this sort of elitist. And I know a lot of golfers don't want to hear that because I don't think all of them are like that. But you don't see a lot of people casually. You don't see a lot of high tops and tank tops out on the golf courses anymore.
I think courses have reeled it in a little bit, but you definitely still see it. If you go to some of the courses, you'll still see the barefoots, the tank tops, the burning the heater and drinking the beers, and so it's still out there. But I would say golf has just gotten more fun. I think it's in the aspect COVID was great for golf.
Oh, yeah.
And people just they enjoy it more, so they're
outside,
trying.
Yeah,
you get to be outside. Yeah.
So how did you get involved with First Tee? Like, what were you doing before you did this? And I would imagine this is a full-time job, right?
Yes, this is a full-time job for me. So what I was doing, I've been involved with our particular chapter probably on and off for about more than 5 years, about 10 years now. So I started out one of the previous chair for the board reached out to me and asked if I wanted to get involved in volunteer coaching. So at the time I was working for St. Norbert College.
Okay.
So he knew I loved golf, and so I started volunteering. And then I eventually worked my way onto the board. And then I ended up taking a new job up in Door County. So I was kind of a little ways away, and I'm like, I need to step down from the board. I had my first son, and it was awesome. It's a blessing. And then I decided to step away for a little bit just to, because we were kind of far away from family, and then got the call, and I'm like, this would be awesome.
Now you're in your dream gig.
So now I'm in my dream gig.
All right, let's pick up there. We're going to do a very short break. We're coming right back with John Sabo from First Tee, Northeast Wisconsin. This is Pete Schwaba and Nite Lite on the Civic Media Radio Network.
That's what you get for waking up in Vegas. Get up and shake the glitter off your clothes now. That's what you get for waking up in Vegas.
The Brew Crew. This is the Civic Media Radio Network.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
I love playing sports, especially for my school. And that's because school sports are special. It's where it's safe to fail. It's where we're taught resilience, where our fear becomes confidence. It's where we learn to get back up after every fall. School sports are where 7.8 million students go from I can't to I can.
This message presented by the WIAA and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
It's the Eco Minute powered by Clean Wisconsin, your environmental voice since 1970. I'm Amy Barrio. Concerned residents in the town of Stella near Rhinelander packed their town hall to demand answers from the EPA and DNR about PFAS contamination. The toxic forever chemicals have been found at high levels in drinking water and waterways across the area. The DNR says that contamination came from industrial sludge spread on farm fields by 2 nearby paper companies. There is currently no requirement that companies spreading sludge on crops must disclose whether it contains PFAS. Wisconsin's coastal communities are getting more money to help improve and protect shorelines. In celebration of Coastal Awareness Month, the Wisconsin Department of Administration is handing out $1.3 million in Wisconsin Coastal Management Program grants to 35 communities across our state. Right now on the Defender podcast, the amazing story of one Wisconsin food that was banned, burned, disappeared from our plates. Listen at cleanwisconsin.org or wherever you get your podcasts.
Doctors Without Borders is delivering life-saving medical care where it's needed most in communities around the world. From bandaging war-wounded patients in Sudan to providing clean drinking water in Haiti, we're in more than 70 countries worldwide, bringing patients from sick to recovering, from emergency to aid, from crisis to care. This life-saving care is made possible by a global movement of supporters like you. Thank you.
Is getting vaccinated on your to-do list? We can help you check that off.
You've got this.
Yes, you do. See how we've got you at yougotthis.usaging.org. A message from the Aging and Disability Vaccination Collaborative, powered by US Aging.
Missed your favorite show live on air? It's easy to find what you enjoy wherever you listen to podcasts, including Spotify, Apple, and Google Podcasts. And we're always streaming on TuneIn and the Civic
As Wisconsin
Media app.
is cheering on Bucky Badger. This is the Civic Media Radio Network.
My sweet Lord, oh my Lord, my sweet Lord.
Welcome back to Nite Lite.
I really wanna see you.
Oh, man, we're going to have fun reading these texts. We're getting more action on the Cubs Brewers than we are on the question of the night, but we'll have fun with all
What
of
is
that.
the score for the Cubs Brewers game right now?
Tomorrow they start.
Oh, tomorrow.
So,
Okay,
yeah, we just asked people for like a prediction, you know, assuming like I'm a Cubs fan, but
I'm sorry.
I know a lot of people are going to be like leaning Brewers, which is fine. You know, Con and I talk about this semi-regularly, but Tom from New Berlin says, Peter, learning golf. You're going to get frustrated. Okay, thank you, Tom.
Yeah,
Thanks for the faith.
That is probably the most accurate statement of the night.
Listen, I play Wii golf, and I find that frustrating at some time. But I actually love Wii golf. Have you ever played?
Yeah, it's a ton of fun.
It's outstanding.
I'm not very good at it, but it's fun.
That's the only, I think I'm good at Wii golf, and it would probably end there. And you talk about COVID, like to be out, you know, what a great game to find during COVID, because where I live in Marinette, a friend of ours came back. He was living in Oakland at the time, and he said, we got to play this game. It's called soccer golf, and we all have our own ball. So it was like COVID friendly, you know, we kick it to a tree. And John, I am not lying to you. I cannot believe how frustrated that game. Like you'll miss like a soccer ball on a tree this big and you'll miss it and it'll drive you bananas, just like real golf.
Oh, yeah. That's like if you ever get a chance to play a big cup tournament, the cup is about 5 times or 6 times the size of a standard cup.
Oh, really?
And it is the most frustrating thing in the world because you can't comprehend how hard it is to still miss a putt. And like, how do you lip out a cup that's 12 inches around? Like, it's frustrating.
That is frustrating. All right, you guys have some upcoming events. I know that you talked about some fundraisers. You want to tell us about those?
Yeah, we got a couple cool fundraisers that are coming up. One right now, we're doing a Pebble Beach raffle. So what that entitles is it's $100 a ticket. We sell a max of 400 tickets. And the winner receives 4 rounds of golf at Pebble Beach, 4 rounds of golf at Spyglass, and then 2 3-night stays at the Spanish Inn. So it's pretty cool. Basically, all you got to do is get yourself out there, pay Uncle Sam because he loves to get his cut, and then just enjoy yourself. So last year we only sold 170 tickets, so your odds were pretty good.
Okay.
And the winners, it was actually a group of 4 guys that went in and all bought kind of tickets together. So That group is heading out there in November. I believe that is the date they took. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's fortunately for me, it's one of my board members, which was awesome. And I'm like, you're going to be doing some live streaming and promotion of this event for us. So enjoy.
Conrad, can you scrape together $100? That sounds like something right up your alley, right?
Yeah, I would say so.
Perfect.
Okay. $100.
Yeah, and then the other event we have, our biggest fundraiser of the year, is our Soup and Suds event that happens January 30th. It's at the Oneida Casino Hotel, and we get the local beer distributors together. So last year we had about 85 different craft beers, and then about 18 restaurants came and supplied different samples, everything from soups, obviously, it's Soup and Suds, to sliders, to desserts, all sorts of different things. It's about $50 a ticket.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, and it's right at the casino, so you can come gamble. We've got a huge silent auction, 50-50 raffle, and it turns out to be an awesome night. And we'll have we're working out the details yet, but we'll have stay and play packages, stuff like that, so you can stay right there at the casino, enjoy yourself at the event, stay there, try to win some money. Hopefully, you win some money and you come back and spend it with us. So, two great fundraisers that we're selling tickets. You can find that information on our website at firsttnew.org.
Outstanding. That's the voice of John Sabo. He is the executive director of the Northeast Wisconsin chapter of First Tee. They've reached over 10 million, or they've had over 10 million participants. You have actively engaged 20,000 volunteers. And I love that you try to make golf affordable for people who don't have the means, because it's not a cheap sport. Like, all sports are getting expensive because you got travel teams and all that stuff. But golf, a greens fee is not cheap. So that's nice that you guys make an effort to include everybody too.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And like I said, we have scholarships available for anyone because we never want to turn anyone away.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest thing. And one great thing about golf that is, I think, different from team sports or other sports is the ability to, as we talk about, I'm a pretty good golfer. You're so-so, but we can have a ton of fun together playing if you have the right attitude. Whereas if I'm a really good basketball player and you're a really terrible basketball player, it's probably not going to be that enjoyable. So it brings people together of all abilities that they can have fun, enjoy it. So it's pretty cool.
There's only so many times you can get dunked on before you're going to go, you know what, this isn't very fun. All right, two quick questions for you before we let you go, John. It's been really fun. Thank you for making the drive up from Appleton. It was great to meet you. Favorite golfer?
Ooh, good question. I would say Rory McIlroy. I'm a huge Rory fan. I just love what he's done for the game of golf, and I think he's a ton of fun to watch. And Scotty. I mean, they're top two players in the world, so it's kind of a no-brainer answer, but they're both a ton of fun, and I think they are bringing the right attitude and the right demeanor to the game.
Conrad, who is Scotty?
Scotty Scheffler.
Scotty Scheffler. Oh, yeah, Scotty Scheffler.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just trying to act like I know.
The Scheffler Shuffle.
I worked on a comedy sports show years ago, and we had John Daly on. That was a trip.
Ooh.
He was a guest star, and he had a little trouble with his lines, but it was fun. And last thing, we've got about, I would say, a minute. John, favorite golf movie?
I'd have to say there's two. Obviously, the original Happy Gilmore is just, you got to go there. I love what they try to do with the second one. It's entertaining, but you just can't beat the original. And probably The Legend of Bagger Vance. It's one of those.
Nice.
It's a golf movie. It's just a different style. It's more of the
Will Smith, right?
Will Smith, Matt Damon,
and Matt Damon, yeah,
and Charlie. I can't remember pronounce her last name. But just kind of a different twist on golf and the aspect of more of the mental side of it and how golf can really bring you back.
Come back.
There's so many good ones.
Come back before you do that big fundraiser after the first of the year.
I'd love
we'll
to.
talk again. This has been fun, John. Thank you very much. John Sabo, ladies and gentlemen, check out First Tee. They do great stuff. We're coming right back after intermission for Act 2, and I'm going to give you the keyword to our Go for the Green and Gold Text to Win contest. This is Pete Schwaba and Nite Lite, a Friday night Nite Lite on the Civic Media Radio Network.
I remember these things the most. I see all my dreams come tumbling down. I can't be happy without you around. So alone I kick the wolves at bay. And there's only one thing I can say.
If it happens in Wisconsin, filter
Local news and timeless hits. WGBW, Denmark, Green Bay.
ABC News, I'm Chuck Severson. Hamas says it's willing to release all remaining hostages if Israel withdraws from Gaza and what it calls proper field conditions are met. Hamas agrees to hand over control of the Gaza Strip to a Palestinian body that other Arab nations support. President Trump says Israel must stop bombing the Gaza Strip. The president in a video on his Truth Social page.
This is a big day. We'll see how it all turns out. We have to get the final word down and concrete.
But Hamas has not said that it is willing to sign off on all the major points, and there's no official response from Israel. In day 3 of the government shutdown, lawmakers in the Senate still have a partisan impasse. Democrats want Affordable Care Act tax credits to continue to reduce premiums and want Medicaid cuts restored. A federal judge in New York City has sentenced Sean Diddy Combs to 4 years and 2 months in prison on 2 prostitution-related convictions. This is ABC News. The former pastor of a Texas megachurch and one-time advisor to President Trump has pled guilty to 5 felony counts of child sex abuse.
At its height, the suburban Dallas church drew 26,000 people to its Sunday service. During one sermon, Pastor Robert Morris acknowledged,
I was very sexually immoral as a teenager.
Cindy Clemisher said Morris sexually assaulted her for 4 years in the 1980s, starting when she was 12.
People should not be able to do this to children and get away with it.
For his guilty plea, the 64-year-old was handed a 10-year sentence, only 6 months of which he will actually spend in jail. Jim Ryan, ABC News, Dallas.
Greystar and 25 other property management companies have agreed to pay over $141 million to settle a class action lawsuit. It accuses them of using rent-setting algorithms from RealPage to drive up housing costs. All involved deny wrongdoing, but will assist in the Justice Department's ongoing case. Chuck Severson, ABC News.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Every 15 seconds, someone is diagnosed with cancer. If it's happened to you or someone you love, the American Cancer Society can help at every step of the journey. Visit cancer.org today.
You are never far away from your favorite radio station. We're always streaming on TuneIn and the Civic Media app. And if you missed your favorite show or game, listen to a podcast of it anytime on the app or our website, civicmedia.us.
Here come the Cubs. Hi, I'm Mike Clemens with sports. The Chicago Cubs beat the Padres last night 3-1. It's the first time the Cubs have ever won the final game of a playoff series at Wrigley Field. Up next, they'll face off against the Brewers at American Family Field in Milwaukee. Game 1 of the best-of-5 National League Divisional Series. Cubs manager Craig Counsell.
It's Cubs Brewers. That's going to be, as good as it gets. It's always a great atmosphere when the two teams play each other. We'll try to get as many Cubs fans in there as we can. They won't like that, but it's going to be a fun atmosphere. I know that.
Freddie Peralta on the mound for Milwaukee. The first pitch at 1:08 tomorrow afternoon. College football. The Badgers against number 20th ranked Michigan. Tomorrow at 11 a.m. at the Big House in Ann Arbor. The Badgers still dealing with injuries on the offensive line.
It's another one of those things that's just been most difficult. It's not knowing in your preparation who are you or will you have as you get towards Saturday.
That's Badgers head coach Luke Fickell with Sports on Mike Clemens.
I'm meteorologist Mace Michaels. Mostly clear tonight, a low in the low 60s. Sunny and hot for tomorrow, breezy too, and a high in the upper 80s. Mostly sunny Sunday, staying warm with highs in the low 80s and breezy. Slight rain chance Sunday night. Much cooler next week. It's 82 right now.
Lean Local with Jim Schmidt.
We're talking with the outgoing president of the Green Bay Area Chamber of Commerce, Lori Radke. The past, the present, and the future. Join me.
Sunday mornings at 9 on 97.9 WGBW and streaming on the Civic Media app.
Doctors Without Borders is delivering life-saving medical care where it's needed most in communities around the world. From bandaging war-wounded patients in Sudan to providing clean drinking water in Haiti, we're in more than 70 countries worldwide, bringing patients from sick to recovering, from emergency to aid, from crisis to care. This life-saving care is made possible by a global movement of supporters like you. Thank you.
The Elder Care Locator is here to help you live your best life as you age at home. Our call center advisors are ready to connect you with trustworthy local experts. Help is just a phone call away at 1-800-677-1116.
Missed your favorite show live on air? It's easy to find what you enjoy wherever you listen to podcasts, including Spotify, Apple, and Google Podcasts.
Broadcasting live from the Civic Media Studios in Green Bay, this is Nite Lite with Pete Schwaba, your inside source on everything entertainment from Wisconsin to Hollywood. And now, a guy who likes pina coladas but hates getting caught in the rain, Pete Schwaba.
Welcome back to Nite Lite, ladies and gentlemen. Our Friday night version of our favorite entertainment show. I think I can say that, even though I'm the host. Conrad Krieger working the board tonight, and we are barreling through this Friday night show as we kick off Act 2. Great to have you with me. We had a great first hour. That was fun. John Sabo, what a nice guy, huh?
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Totally changed my opinion of golfers. I got to be honest.
Oh, really?
Oh, you were my only reference, so I mean.
Well, that's where you got a bad rep.
You guys are both okay. That was fun. I don't. So is a 4.5 handicap? That's a good thing.
That's great.
Okay, so he's a good golfer.
I mean, if I've golfed for like 3 years fully now.
Okay,
I'm saying I'm around like a 26.
So in 18 holes, you'll finish 26 over par.
Yeah. So yeah, around there.
Okay.
Yeah. It definitely depends on the day.
Yeah. Yeah. So 4.5. That's pretty good.
That's really
good. Could he
good.
go pro?
I'd
Conceivably,
say
or
the pros are, they're a 0.
Okay.
Or better than that,
I could trim 4 strokes.
It's pretty difficult to just trim 4 strokes when you've already when you're 4.
With that attitude, yeah. So we got a lot of fun still on the show, folks. Terry BARR will be here for Bar Band Friday night. That's coming up at 7:35. Our question of the night is, what celebrity do people tell you you look like? Or what celebrity do you wish you looked like? You can have fun with this. You can say whoever you want. Conrad wants to look like. Did you want to look like The Rock pre-weight loss? Or
the Rock before the Smashing Machine?
The buff Rock.
Just the absolute beast.
The jacked Rock. Okay.
Because, he comes into a movie, a role, and he's just a guy in it,
Yeah.
He's the buff in it.
You mean before?
Yeah, before the Smashing Machine. That would be cool to just be an actor in a movie and just being like, I'm bigger than everyone else here.
Absolutely. Nobody would get out of line.
Exactly.
He's just, I mean, I never thought he's that great an actor, but he got a lot of praise from critics for this Smashing Machine. So I'm going to have to check this out. And I said that I looked like people used to tell me I look like Sean Penn when I'm in shape, but I think I look like Chris Penn when I'm not in shape. And Conrad found the fattest picture ever of Chris Penn and put it on the stream. So that was fun. And then, but we're going to get to some of your texts in just a few minutes. We've got Terry BARR coming up at 7:35. It is our last night, ladies and gentlemen, of this contest we've had so much fun with. The Civic Media Go for the Green and Gold Text to Win contest comes to an end tonight. It is our multi-state Text to Win contest. And the daily prize, as you probably already know, I imagine most of you have played. Hopefully you can get one more shot in here at our daily prize, which is $200 cash and gold jewelry. And that will also make you eligible for our grand prize, which is 2 club-level indoor seats to Green Bay versus Minnesota. The Green and Gold versus the
Purple People Eaters.
Does anybody still call them that?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I do now.
Bring it back.
They're facing the brown People Eaters this week.
Oh, are they really? Okay. working their way through the NFC North. It's a Green Bay home game, November 23rd at 12 noon. You also get a gas card, which will help you get to the game. It's a $1,550 value, folks. Not too shabby. And if you click on the link we send you to confirm after you send in the keyword, click on that link. And if you're so inclined, sign up for Civic Media Today, the Civic Media newsletter, some of our socials, and you will enhance your chance to win this contest. So have fun with it. It's our last night. I'm sure we'll have another contest right around the corner. But for now, be special, folks, and have fun. The last night, and an totally appropriate keyword. Here it is, final, F-I-N-A-L. Final, F-I-N-A-L, like last night of the contest. So text that in, and let's go to town. Good luck, everybody. So I'm going to get now I'm going to start reading text, and all these keywords are going to start coming in. So you're going to have to help me here, Con.
Yeah.
So, all right. What is this? Brandon Gleason. Oh, this is funny. We got some great responses on the question of the night. Tyler said, unknown comic. Conrad's mom checks in from the 920 and says, when I was a teenager, people told me I looked like Christy McNichol. That's a good one. You probably don't even know who that is.
No.
She was just a kind of a teen actress, sort of a Molly Ringwald of the 70s. She said, I would like to look like Jacqueline Smith in her prime. Paula, I'd like to look like Jacqueline Smith in her prime. I'm kidding. But that's a great one. A Charlie's Angel, an original Charlie's Angel for Conrad's mom. Love the text. Thank you, Paula. Everett from Sun Prairie says, props to everyone who just ducked Brandon Gleason with 2 E's. Spelled it wrong. Oops. I don't know what Everett was going for there. He texted us again. He says, I'm about the same age as Seth Rogen and was frequently compared to his character Ken from Freaks and Geeks.
Awesome character.
That's a great one. In both bearing and style. In my 20s and 30s, I often was compared to Brandon Gleason's character in Braveheart. Now I think his text got mixed up. Now that other one makes sense.
I seriously wish Freaks and Geeks got a season 2 or season 3. It
was a fun show.
It was so
very
fun.
Good. I like that show better than I like most of Judd Apatow's movies. Like, I just thought that was a really good show.
It kept me engaged when I watched it.
Yeah.
And I've rewatched it 3 times just because I'm like,
oh, really?
I wish every time I'm like, why couldn't there be season 2?
Was it one season? It was just one season,
Just
right?
one season.
That's crazy. Melissa from Willie Street in the 608, that's in Madison, for those of you scoring at home, says, hi, Pete. John and I are both fibs in a previous life. So go Cubbies. Conrad, I'm gonna put you in charge of something. I think you're gonna dig this.
Okay.
A better word than fib. It's nothing. We can do better. And this is half fib here talking. So I
didn't know what that stood for until like a year ago.
Seriously? Yeah, we could do better. Thank you, Melissa. John from Madison, Melissa's other half, I won't say better half, says, underdog Cubbies, my friends. They will steal game 1 of the series. Not so sure after that. So John's predicting a game 1 win, but not saying they'll win the series. Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. Conrad's dad says the Brewers will win the first 3 games and sweep the Cubs with
I like that.
Sunglasses emoji. The confidence
I
from
like
Mr.
that.
Krieger. He seems pretty confident. Let's go to some more texts here. Tom from New Berlin says, I love you. I love you're a Cub fan, my friend. Well, thank you, Tom. I don't know if that means Tom is a Cub fan. Oh, then he says in his next test, that's the glue that makes us friends. Okay, Tom. Well, I am a Cub fan, and, you can't, when you grow up somewhere, that's your team. I mean, I know there are some transplants, and I know some people from Chicago who have become Packer fans. So it's like we're strangers in a strange land. I don't know. Do you have Cub fan friends, Conrad?
I have Bear friends too.
Yeah.
And I talk to them sometimes.
It's a fun ride. I mean, I love it. I think it's.
I mean, most of my friends are fully,
Packer,
Brewers, and only a couple Bucks fans.
I grew up too with my mom. Again, my mom and dad met at Marquette. My dad was from Chicago. My mom was from Wisconsin by way of Ohio. So all the Murphys, and I have an uncle named Pat Murphy. They're all Brewers fans, but they kind of like the Cubs too. Probably just because of the history, but they're definite Packer fans. So I've dealt with. I don't feel at home anywhere, Conrad. That's what I'm saying.
You should just, switch your teams
Kind of
up.
move to like Nevada or something.
Well, yeah.
Maybe a little extreme. Nick from Marshall in the 608 says, when I get my hair bleached, people say I look like Eminem. Oh, that's kind of cool. Marshall Mathers, right? Is his real name? That's a fantastic one. Thank you. Thank you, Nick. And then we go to Michael in Madison says, yeah, hey, guys. As a young man, I was told I looked like Brett Favre. Obviously, the shine on that has depreciated. If I could emulate one celebrity in look, style, and persona, it's got to be Jeff Bridges. Not only is he handsome, but he seems like a nice guy. I agree. I'm halfway there, too, just working on the handsome part. Maybe a beard to cover my face will help. Come on, Michael. Anyway, growing up, I would listen to the Cubbies on 720 WGN with my pops. Go Cubs. Conrad, I think we're about even here.
Am I in?
Well,
Cubs
he's just
territory?
cheering. He didn't really. No, you're not. He didn't give a prediction, though. He just said go Cubs. He's not really predicting. Like your dad was saying with authority, this is already over.
It's a sweep.
The key word, ladies and gentlemen, just to reiterate, is final. 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 I've seen a couple words here that aren't matching up. So, all right, there we go. And now we've got some social media texts, and then we've got a really funny clip of Jason Alexander. You have a surprise, too.
I do.
How long have you been sitting on that?
Oh, a while.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Why did you say? I mean, you said something last night, but we didn't get to it. But if I had known.
Well, it's from the question when the actors or athletes and actors.
Oh,
when does
wow.
it, when does it stop, or whatever.
Going back a couple weeks.
Yeah.
All right. Social media responses today. We always post our question on Facebook, folks. You could have some fun there too and answer it on the socials if that's better for you. JB Thompson, the guy behind the guy, Con.
Behind the guy.
Behind the guy. I've been told I look like the guy behind the guy behind the guy.
There we go.
Snarky answer from our pal JB. Eric Ratzak, frontman, Stretch, as he's known for How I Met Your Mother. See what you've done to me? Ask Your Mother, the band, great band. Eric says, told Stone Cold, wish Paul Rudd, dude never ages. That's a good one. I could see Stone Cold. Eric's an intimidating guy. You always say you think you could take him, but I don't.
I just, if it's Stone Cold, I just got him with a stoner.
Does he know you bench 250? You just got to go low.
It's actually 275.
Is it 275? Oh, I don't know.
You got to get it right.
I worked hard for those extra 25 pounds. Chicken or the egg photography. Our pal Chris says the amount of times I've been compared to Jack Black. I could see that. When he was in here, he kind of had
Jack Black's really cool.
He looks like kind of in shape Jack Black, I would say.
Yeah, definitely that.
So that might kind of insult him if somebody said you look like Jack Black, because I think he's a better looking guy personally. My pal Sean on social media says some ass told me Kyle Schwarber. If I could look like one, Steve McQueen, coolest guy ever. That's a pretty good one, Sean. I would say Paul Newman. If you're going classic Hollywood, I'd probably want to look like Paul Newman. But you can't go wrong with Steve McQueen. He was pretty cool. I remember, and I asked this to Sean once, because he is the spitting image of Kyle Schwarber. And Sean was a Marine, and I think he said, I got to look at where I was stationed over the years and where Kyle Schwarber was born. They look that much alike. It's frightening, but Sean is a terrible baseball player. Patrick Mines on social media says, I've had Topol. Oh, he's going to throw all these. I know Patrick. He's going to throw all these like, what's one of those movies with the trees?
The movie with the trees.
And the goblins and what's the famous? Totally blanking. I've never seen them.
Narnia?
No, you're close. It's
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings.
The movie with the trees.
He says, I've had Topol, Zero Mostel. That's a pretty cool one, Patrick. Peter Ustinov and wrestler Mick Foley. Wow, that is an array of celebrities. I don't know if there's any I particularly want to look like. It's not a bad group, Patrick. Talented bunch. Amanda Nimmer, our pal, social media guru, says, used to be told I look like Juno, Elliot Page's character in Juno. That's a good one, Amanda. All right, we're coming right back, folks. We're going to play a really funny clip, and Conrad's going to surprise me with something. I'm as much in the dark as you are. We're coming right back. It's Nite Lite with Pete Schwaba on the Civic Media Radio Network.
When a teardrop falls, I wanna cry, cry, cry along. When you're feeling blue, I'm waiting just for you.
From Hobart to Bay Settlement, 97.9 WGBW.
With locations in Appleton and Oshkosh, Insight Eye Care has been serving the Fox Valley since 1972, offering comprehensive eye care services. Their doctors also share a special interest in treating chronic dry eye disease, providing specialty contact lenses, and expert pediatric eye care. Find Insight Eye Care on North Sawyer Street in Oshkosh and Chain Drive in Appleton. Improving lives by improving sight with quality eye care for everyone in your family. Insight Eye Care. Visit wiinsight.com to schedule your eye exam today.
It's officially October, which means it's time to celebrate Halloween all month long. And if you're looking for some of the best Halloween events or all of the different trunk or treats that are around for the kids, don't you worry, I got you covered. From raves, trunk or treats, glow in the parks, or Halloween parties, I will meticulously search just for you, so you don't have to stress. You can just have fun instead. Just go to WGBW.FM and click events. You're welcome.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Being blind doesn't look how others may think.
Retinitis pigmentosa aimed to overwhelm my family.
It tried to cut me down. I know where to find support.
Learn more at fightingblindness.org, a public service message from the Foundation Fighting Blindness.
You are never far away from your favorite radio station. We're always streaming on TuneIn and the Civic Media app. And if you missed your favorite show or game, listen to a podcast of it anytime on the app or our website, civicmedia.us.
I was stuck in a state of panic and endless rituals, so I made the call.
Mental health care works when you make the call. Visit mentalhealthcareworks.org. A message from the American
Our question of the night is, what celebrity do people tell you you look like, or what celebrity do you wish you look like? We're getting some, let's do this first, though, Connor. Well, actually, let me see what these, all right, we get these texts. John Minter says, these are all messed up now because the keyword. John in the 608 says, I worked in Chicago for 13 years. I've seen so many Cubs games, I don't know which team to go for now. But born and raised in Wisconsin, I think I'm going for the Brewers. He's conflicted. He is conflicted, that John Minter, I'll tell you. John says, P.S. I was told I look like William Hurd. Okay, that's a good one. Fine actor. 920 says, this is actually JP in Madison, says, when I was in high school, the film Superbad came out, and at the time I was a spitting image of McLovin. That's so awesome.
Not a bad guy.
That whole scene where he shows him his license in Superbad is so funny. Great text, everybody. Keep them coming. All right, Con, we got to do our predictions now. And I will admit, I'm just going to be a homer and probably say my Cubs, even though I've probably watched a total of like 5 games over the course of the summer. An inning here, a couple innings there, read about them a little bit. So I don't know what I'm talking about. But I'll say it's 5-game series. I'm going to say Cubs in 4 because I think if they're going to win it, it's going to be at home. Does it go 2-2-1?
Yeah.
I don't think they'll win a game 7 in Milwaukee. So if the Cubs are going to win, I'll say Cubs in 4.
It would actually be Cubs in 3.
Why?
Because it's a 5-game series.
No, but I'm saying the Brewers will win 1 game. So the Cubs will be the Brewers 3-1.
Yeah, they only need to win 3. Oh, okay, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
In game 4.
Correct. It'll take them 4 games to win the series by my uneducated pick.
Okay.
Totally messed you up. Totally. Now you're like, wait a minute, what's going on here?
Okay. I'm gonna say the Cubs win 2 games, but the Brewers win 3.
So if it'll go 5.
Yeah.
Brewers win a game 5 in Milwaukee. That place will be Can you imagine if the Brewers beat the Cubs at Pfizer Forum, American Family Field? In game 5, that's nuts.
That would be kind of cool to see a baseball game in Pfizer Forum.
I think it could happen. I think we could put that together. So there you go. Conrad says Brewers in 5. I say Cubs in 4.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just see what happens. It's going to be a fun series. And like I said, of all the weekends to have, I'm glad, because we got Bears on this side of the glass, Packers on that side. Neither team is playing this weekend. It's going to be gorgeous. And there's playoff baseball. So it's a perfect week for a bye, even though I thought it was a little early initially. All right. So I know this clip has been burning a hole in your pocket for a couple of weeks now. So tell us about what you got lined up here.
Well, it's kind of a surprise. All right. So we talked about athletes that really shouldn't be actors. You know?
Right.
I think the question was who was the worst one. I can't remember if we said who was the best.
I think it was the worst, right?
Yeah. We talked about many guys, but this guy's not he's not an athlete by any means.
All right.
But he's in the world of sports.
Okay.
And he's made some terrible ads for this certain company. I think you'll know it.
Well, I know. Okay. Perfect.
Patrick, Jake from State Farm, explain this bundling thing again.
All right, Coach Reed. Let's say these fries are your car, right? And
And this burger is your home.
Okay.
it can be more affordable if you bundle them together.
Kind of like a combo meal.
Kind of like a combo meal.
Explain it again with those nuggies. Not a lot of people know about my side hustle, male hand model. But now I just discovered these. Relax Fit hands-free Skechers slip-ins. Comfy shoes with a little extra room you don't need your hands to put on. I just step in and go with no bending down and no touching. And to be honest, I kind of love not using my hands.
Come on, Andy. No one peels like you.
Sorry, bro. I'm out the game. Go hands-free with Relax Fit Skechers slip-ins. Hey, Jake from State Farm. I want that personal price plan. So how's this for personal? I draw mustaches on players' faces when they're asleep.
Coach Reed, you don't need to get that personal to get the State Farm personal price plan. It helps you create an affordable price just for you.
Oh.
Coach, it happened again.
So bad.
I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Bundle Rooski.
Yeah.
Bundle Rooski. Bundle Rooski. Bundle Rooski. Bundle Rooski too.
That's so bad.
I think I put you through enough torture.
Why? I never pictured Andy Reid as a creepy guy before, but that Nuggies line where his fingers are his huge sausage fingers are crawling across the table. And then here's what I'll say, because I'm great at playing devil's advocate. Reed is more believable because he's just being Reed. That's how he is. He's kind of the goofy grandpa probably. Jake from State Farm, I still don't buy. He looks like he's 19 and should be on a skateboard, and he is the face of State Farm, like he's an insurance agent.
Yeah,
he looks way too cool to be an insurance agent, way too young, and he looks like he should be at Coachella or something. Okay. I don't know.
Did you like that I snuck in that Skechers ad there?
Yeah.
How many of you ever seen that ad?
I vaguely recall it.
He's a hand model in it.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to use his hands because it's a slip-on Sketcher.
He makes Russell Wilson in that Subway commercial look like a good actor.
Hey, you want to split this Subway sandwich? It is my signature sandwich. It's called the Danger Witch, and it's dangerously good. Be careful, though. It's spicy.
In fairness to Russell Wilson, that is really bad writing. How'd you make that leap to dangerous? It was terrible. I hope I hope my reaction was worth the wait.
Yeah, I know you love Andy Reid and his commercials. So,
oh my gosh, it's just brutal. And you got it's such an odd pairing because you got Patrick Mahomes with his voice, and you got Andy Reid with his fingers trying to steal nuggies, and he says nuggies.
Show me it again.
Oh, it's so bad. John from we better do this after the break. All right, when we come back, folks, after the news, it is Bar Band Friday night. Terry Barr will be here. It's Pete Schwaba and Nite Lite on the Civic Media Radio Network.
Oh.
97.9 WGBW and WGBW.FM.
ABC News, I'm Chuck Sievertson. Hamas says it's willing to release all remaining hostages if Israel withdraws from Gaza and what it calls proper field conditions are met. Hamas agrees to hand over control of the Gaza Strip to a Palestinian body that other Arab nations support. President Trump says Israel must stop bombing the Gaza Strip. The president in a video on his Truth Social page.
This is a big day. We'll see how it all turns out. We have to get the final word down and concrete.
But Hamas has not said that it is willing to sign off on all the major points, and there's no official response from Israel. In day 3 of the government shutdown, lawmakers in the Senate still have a partisan impasse. Democrats want Affordable Care Act tax credits to continue to reduce premiums and want Medicaid cuts restored. A federal judge in New York City has sentenced Sean Diddy Combs to 4 years and 2 months in prison on 2 prostitution-related convictions. This is ABC News.
Here come the Cubs. Hi, I'm Mike Clemens with sports. The Chicago Cubs beat the Padres last night 3-1. It's the first time the Cubs have ever won the final game of a playoff series at Wrigley Field. Up next, they'll face off against the Brewers at American Family Field in Milwaukee. Game 1, the best of 5 National League Divisional Series. Cubs manager Craig Counsell.
It's Cubs Brewers. That's going to be, as good as it gets. It's always a great atmosphere when the two teams play each other. We'll try to get as many Cubs fans in there as we can. They won't like that, but it's going to be a fun atmosphere. I know that.
Freddie Peralta on the mound for Milwaukee. The first pitch at 1:08 tomorrow afternoon. College football. The Badgers against number 20th ranked Michigan. Tomorrow at 11 a.m. at the Big House in Ann Arbor. The Badgers still dealing with injuries on the offensive line.
It's another one of those things that's just been most difficult. It's not knowing in your preparation who are you or will you have as you get towards Saturday.
That's Badgers head coach Luke Fickell with Sports on Mike Clemens.
On your entertainment beat, I'm Pete Schwaba. Thinking about heading to the theater this weekend? There is a nice variety of films headed to your local screen. What would Halloween season be without a ghost in the theaters? The ghost is Casper and compliments of a re-release from 1995 to commemorate the 30th anniversary of the mediocre film, which drew barely 50% fresh reviews according to Rotten Tomatoes. Dwayne Johnson stars as UFC fighter Mark Kerr in The Smashing Machine, a historical drama that's pulling a 76% on Rotten Tomatoes. Bone Lake is a horror thriller that finds two couples spending a weekend sharing a lakeside home. The film is crushing with critics and currently pulling a 94% on the tomato meter. Good Boy follows canine hero Indy in this rated PG thriller that is also a critic's darling at 91%. It's hard to go wrong with a canine hero. Let's go to the movies. For more showbiz fun, tune in to Nite Lite with me, Pete Schwaba, weeknights from 6 to 8 p.m. on the Civic Media Radio Network.
I'm meteorologist Mace Michaels. Mostly clear tonight, a low in the low 60s. Sunny and hot for tomorrow, breezy too, and a high in the upper 80s. Mostly sunny Sunday, staying warm with highs in the low 80s and breezy. Slight rain chance Sunday night. Much cooler next week. Right now it's 78 degrees.
Doctors Without Borders is delivering life-saving medical care where it's needed most in communities around the world. From bandaging war-wounded patients in Sudan to providing clean drinking water in Haiti, we're in more than 70 countries worldwide, bringing patients from sick to recovering, from emergency to aid, from crisis to care. This life-saving care is made possible by a global movement of supporters like you. Thank you.
Missed your favorite show live on air? It's easy to find what you enjoy wherever you listen to podcasts, including Spotify, Apple, and Google Podcasts. And we're always streaming on TuneIn and the Civic Media app.
We are the National Park Foundation, and together with you, we're creating a future where every person, every generation, gets their chance at an unforgettable moment. Learn more at nationalparks.org/foundation.
Jane Matnair and Greg Bach. Time to check out original music with BARR Band Friday on Nite Lite. Now, your host, Pete Schwaba, and special guest, Terry BARR.
Do we have Terry?
I think she'll be here.
We have a picture of Terry. I'm not gonna introduce Terry though until we have her, because I want her to hear me, kind of giving her a big introduction, because I think she likes that.
I think so too.
So I'll read a text. John from Madison in the 608 says, when I was in my early 20s, I was accused of being Ryne Sandberg's twin. Chicago Cubs second baseman in the 80s. John says, almost always by older women, sometimes much older women. Sometimes they would touch me. Weird kind of attention. Fun but awkward.
Okay.
John, that is kind of an overshare, buddy, but as long as you've made peace with your past, that's totally fine. I think my favorite one so far is the McLovin one. That's a great one.
So good.
That is outstanding. I need something new to watch because I'm done with Dexter. I think I'm going to go Peaky Blinders.
Oh, I was going to say you watched the 2 episodes of Chad Powers.
Yeah, maybe I am curious.
I think you'll be like, okay, this is going to be stupid. And then you watch it and be like, it actually wasn't as bad as I thought it was.
Maybe not. I hope not. I mean, I like to be entertained, but I will say this. Last night, we were talking about that Mark Wahlberg movie, Dirty Wash, Dirty Cars, Dirty Hands.
Play Dirty.
Play Dirty.
Yeah, you love Mark Wahlberg. We know this.
I'm not a fan. I'm not a hater, but I just feel like he's not going to do anything that I haven't already seen. And he's proven that over and over again. However, this is how bad it is, my Mark Wahlberg thing. I got home last night. I turned on Prime because the game was on. I watched the end of the game, and then I went back to Prime, the menu, and the movie is right there.
Yeah.
I've got 2 hours before I go to bed. I was just kind of prepping tonight's show. It's right in front of me. It's Highlight, the movie, and I don't even check it out. It was like gift wrapped, and I didn't even click play. So I'm probably never going to see that movie, but maybe I will.
If it was, say, instead of Mark Wahlberg and it was Paul Rudd, are you watching it?
Do we have that Paul Rudd clip? Gary Gulman.
I don't.
Did you save that, or did we not? We played it, didn't we?
I don't know which one you're talking about.
Gary Gulman is a Boston comedian. He said, he's about my age. He said, I was growing up in the 70s. Do we have that?
Yeah, we
See
do.
if we could play that. I love that.
I have
love
it
that
if you want to play it quick.
Let's play it quick. It's like 30 seconds.
If we've learned anything from Shaq, it's that when an NBA player acts, it doesn't usually turn out.
I named it Gary Oldman. I don't know why I did that. So that's my fault.
All right, Terry's here. I'll just say really quick, the Gary Gulman joke was, when I was growing up in the 70s, you were either Clint Eastwood or Richard Simmons. There was no in between. There were no Paul Rudds or Mark Ruffalo's. Such a great joke.
He said Ruffalo.
He said Ruffalo. That's right. That's that Boston thing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are officially underway here for BARR Band Friday night. Our pal, Terry BARR, has joined the show. She is in the building, as they say, over the stream, if you will. She joins us here every week at this time, just about every week, and we love when she brings us new music and just her amazing personality. Hello, Terry BARR.
Boy.
How are you?
Hi. I was enjoying your conversation there. That was pretty funny.
Well, that's what we do here. Would it kill you to listen to the show when you're not on it? I mean, come on. Terry, I have to ask you, our question of the night is, who is a celebrity people tell you look like, or who do you wish you looked like? Have you ever heard comparisons?
Oh, so like a doppelganger.
Yeah. You could look at it like that.
No. That's sad.
Oh, not really. It just
I want a celebrity doppelganger.
It just kind of means you're your own person, and I think that's kind of cool.
Thanks, Pete.
Who would you? And you're kind of a celebrity. You've been on the news, you've been on TV. Now you're on the radio. You're like all over civic media. But who do you wish you looked like?
Oh my goodness.
I know that's a.
Wow, that's a tough one. There are so many women I admire, but does it mean I would want to look like them? I'm not sure. I like Lizzie Hale. She's the lead singer of Hailstorm, heavy metal band.
Nice.
And she's got a great look, but do I want that for my look every day? I don't know. But you know what I want? I want her voice. That's what I want.
Wait a minute. You have like one of the coolest voices I've ever heard, and you're willing to swap your voice?
Well, the singing
That's your
part.
moneymaker. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I know what you mean, though. Like, I admire Neil deGrasse Tyson, but I wouldn't want to.
Oh,
I couldn't pull
he's
off the hair
fabulous.
and the mustache. Yeah, but this is purely looks. This is a vanity question all the way. So
It is. It is.
all right. Well, let's get down to
I'll ponder.
What you know. Yeah, ponder, and we will talk about. We'll come back to your wheelhouse.
That's
with,
a fun one. Yeah.
Yeah. We've
Okay.
heard some really great. We heard McLovin was good. I said when I'm in shape, people tell me Sean Penn, and when I'm not in shape, like now, people tell me Chris Penn,
No.
his fat brother. So that's what I'm working with. Conrad said he looks like, or people tell him he looks like Ryan Gosling. Yeah, and so obviously we've been having fun with that question. But listen, let's get to the task at hand. Let's talk some music here because I love these. Two different artists. I love when you do two artists. It's fun when we hear one artist and two songs, but I like it this way too. Who should we start with?
Should we start with Shikari because it's kind of a little more like jazzy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shikari Desher. Yeah, she is great. And all right, I'm just gonna say this and then I'll let you talk. I could not believe her age because I listened to the song first. And I love that she's local. So tell us all about her, please.
Isn't it incredible? I think every time I research, look these folks up before we either talk about them on your show or on Max Inc. Radio on Saturday night, I still cannot believe how lucky we are in Wisconsin with all of this amazing local music and overall original local music.
Right.
So yes. Shikari does all her own music. She's considered a neo-soul singer-songwriter. But when you listen to the song we're going to play, Pete, she does all of it. It's all done by herself. And then she kind of puts it all together. And she was in the Max Inc. studio last week, and she brings it all as a backtrack, but she sings live to it.
Wow.
Her age, 23.
That blew my mind because she was like, I thought I was listening to like an Ella Fitzgerald or something.
Oh.
And I'm like, this kid is 20. She's a kid.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah. So then you think, okay, where can she go from here now that she's getting her big music out there? Her first album was only released a couple of months ago. 15 original songs on it. And every single song is a little different than the other. So it's jazz, it's, feelings. She can rock out and she can also belt it out too.
Yeah.
But this song I really like because I think it kind of symbolizes what she really likes to sing.
All right, that's great. You're going to have to help me with the name of the song. Is it Riccidio?
No, it's Residio.
Residio.
Yeah, it actually stands for Ricky.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, well let's get to this is Shikari Desher, compliments of Terry BARR, and the song. Say it again, Terry.
Residio.
Residio. All right, let's hear it, Con.
Hello, you have a prepaid call from
Javante.
Hello, you have a prepaid call from
Javante.
possible to find love in hopeless places, 'cause we found it. To think about your voice and your voice only. I think about your voice to the very next time. I can't help but lie wide awake and think
That is so cool. I love when she talks at the beginning with the answer. It's got such a great, it's amazing composition.
Oh, and again, 15 original songs similar to that. Some are different, some are not. And you can find it if you want to listen to more. She has it right now streaming wherever you get music. But you
Okay.
can also listen to her entire interview from last weekend if you go to civicmedia.us, hit the shows tab, and then look for Max Inc. Radio. She
Absolutely.
is amazing, Pete. 23 years old from
I know.
Madison.
When we come back, we've got another amazing song, and you can hear them tomorrow night on Max Inc. And you're going to want to hear these guys. We'll do an abbreviated thing. Terry BARR is here. And Terry, a text from John, who just sings your praises, loves you, says you have the best voice. He's from Madison. So big fan listening to. We're coming right back with Terry BARR on the BARR Band Friday night. It's Pete Schwaba and Nite Lite.
It's happened to me, and I'm telling you, it's too late to turn back now.
Reach, engage, grow with Civic Media. Log on civicmedia.us/advertise.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy. In 2011, I founded Wesley Financial Group with one goal in mind, to help honest folks out of their timeshares permanently. Today, I run Wesley with my two sons, a real family business, treating every client and every employee like we'd want our own family treated. That philosophy has helped us grow into the largest, most trusted timeshare cancellation company in the United States. Fortune magazine even recognized us as one of the best places to work. Why? Because we genuinely care. In fact, some of our former clients were so moved by their experience working with us, they joined our team so they could help others to timeshare freedom. If you're stuck in a timeshare, give us a call. Let our family help your family.
Call Wesley now for your free timeshare exit kit. 800-549-8866. 800-549-8866. 800-549-8866.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Wisconsin. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the WIAA and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Small businesses are the heart of America. As the nation's largest nonprofit resource of expert business mentoring, SCORE has helped millions of entrepreneurs build their businesses for free. Find a mentor today at score.org.
You are never far away from your favorite radio station. We're always streaming on TuneIn and the Civic Media app. And if you missed your favorite show or game, listen to a podcast of it anytime on the app or our website, civicmedia.us.
Doctors Without Borders is delivering life-saving medical care where it's needed most in communities around the world. From bandaging war-wounded patients in Sudan to providing clean drinking water in Haiti, we're in more than 70 countries worldwide, bringing patients from sick to recovering, from emergency to aid, from crisis to care. This life-saving care is made possible by a global movement of supporters like you. Thank you.
goes down the week here at Nite Lite, folks. Last text here, John Murray says he looked like Ryan Sandberg when he was younger. Now he gets, dude, you look just like that guy House in the House. 50 times, I bet. And then bystanders go, yeah, totally. Rather be Rhino again, but old happens. Indeed it does. Folks, our final, I'm going to give you the keyword again. It is final, F-I-N-A-L, final, F-I-N-A-L. That is the last time I will give the keyword in our Civic Media Go for the Green and Gold Text to Win contest. It's been a lot of fun, our multi-state Text to Win contest. Get that keyword in, click on the link when you get a confirmation, and you will be eligible for, it will enhance your chances to win if you sign up for Civic Media Today, the Civic Media newsletter, our socials. So good luck, everybody. Terry, it's been a fun contest, right?
Final.
All right, let's talk about Horace Green, because we're up against the clock here.
Okay.
And theirs is a very long song. We'll play as much of it as we can.
Absolutely.
They were in the studio here a month ago, and they rocked it.
Oh, you know
awesome.
these guys.
We do, yes.
Okay, that
and
is
we
so
love them.
good.
So, yeah, give us some background.
Well, as you know, it's Tony and Sam and friends. So who knows who's going to show up to play with Tony and Sam? They're based out of Oshkosh.
Yeah.
We've got the brand new song they just put out, but they have tons of shows around Wisconsin coming up. Trempealeau, they're going to be in Sheboygan, they're going to be in Appleton, and find all of it at Horace Green. It's Greene, HoraceGreen.com. One thing I think is hilarious on their website, they have frequently asked questions. Pete, did you see this? What covers do you do as the Horace Green Band? Well, we do Horace Green covers.
Yeah.
And then the other one, who's your manager? Who do you think? Horace Green is our manager.
Yeah, I love these guys and their sound.
I'm so glad. Have you heard this brand new song?
We have, and it's like got this kind of funkadelic. It is just a different, unique, really cool song. Like they have a great sound.
I agree, and they are bringing it all to the Max Inc. radio studio tomorrow night live from 8 to 9.
That's outstanding, folks. If you're in the Madison area, tune in at WMDX 92.7, or you can listen on the app. But check out Max Inc. Radio. Terry is the co-host with Rocker. They're both award-winning. The show is award-winning. They have outstanding music every week. And tomorrow from 8 to 9, Cream. That's so cool. They're in Madison with you.
Yes, they're going to be live in the studio. So anything you hear from them, live interview, live stories, live songs. And I'm sure it's going to get crazy.
And they were fun to talk to, too. Just really down-home guys. Really like them a lot. So
I'm so sorry I missed that you had them on, but I love that you did. That is so great.
Yeah, once in a great while, Terry, we find good music without you, but mostly you're responsible for everything we've discovered. So it's very true, and we appreciate it very much. Why don't we just close? Should we just close the show with Cream? Terry, what do you think?
If you want, it's your show. I'm here visiting, but I love it.
Yeah, what else? Well, that way we can get to hear a little more of it because it's kind of a long song, and we could take it right up to the top of the hour. So anything else you want to tell us about them other than their Max Inc. appearance tomorrow night?
They have 500,000 streams on Spotify.
Oh, wow.
And a lot of artists are like, Spotify, we don't get anything from it. But yet it is a good bragging point when you have 500,000 streams.
Well, you get a good enough following, I would imagine. Like, use it for that, and then
no
do
kidding.
Your own thing, maybe.
Yep,
right.
And then try to get people to buy your music, buy your merchandise, and they really do have a ton of shows coming up. And if you enjoy what you hear, please go see them. They're local. They're Wisconsin. And this is a great opportunity to just rock out to their music.
This song is a rocker, as are you, Terry. Next week, Friday, are we good?
I think we have a date.
Outstanding. Terry BARR, ladies and gentlemen, another Bar Band Friday night is in the books. Thank you to our guests tonight, John Sabo and Terry BARR. And thank you for all your texts and calls. Always more fun when you guys participate. On behalf of the lovable producer, Conrad, we're going out on this tune. Have a great weekend, everybody. I'm Pete Schwaba. Good night, Wisconsin.
grabbing hold. Move your body with your soul. How we dreaming over tones as we move across the floor. Ooh, tell me, does it groove you? Pick you up and get you moving. Is that your brain giving it to the groove? There's nothing you can do. It's so clear, the currency of ecstasy, turning into jealousy. Sister Sonic, fill the ocean. We can ride on this emotion.